Yo, what is going on, guys? We're back today for another Alliance War video. Now, when we faced KenOB, I was so hyped about that war that I actually uploaded it ahead of this one. So this war is against ISO8A, a very, very strong alliance. And ISO8A actually beat KenOB before we faced them. So going into this, we're like, damn, like this is gonna be a tough war. But we just started out like really pretty well as a whole alliance. So my first fight here is a 6-star rank 3 Dr. Doom on Aggression Fury. Kind of a bit of a scary fight. If you let this guy stack up a couple of Furies, like one blocked hit can kill you. I've seen it happen. So we want to get out of this fight as quickly as possible. So we go ahead and use Flame On and just 3-hit combos, 3-hit combos, 3-hit combos. On this fight, I decide to not push him to the L2. Like, I'm fine with him throwing the L1 just because I want to get out of here as quickly as possible. And boom, we're out of there. The Power Stings dealt back a ton of damage because we were able to stack up so many so quickly. And that was just such a quick fight. It went perfectly. Now, this next fight here is interesting. It's Power Focus 1, Power Alternator, but it's a Strife. So a very new champion. So I've never fought this guy in Alliance War. When I fought him in the monthly event quest, I just used Magneto because he's metal. So using Torch here, I was like, okay, this should be a pretty good matchup. So as long as we're above 10 temperature, we can't miss. So right here, I noticed that we go below 10, and I back off because he went invisible. So I just need to keep an eye on my temperature, make sure I'm staying hot, so that we don't miss. So far, so good. Baiting out his L1 here, and I'm gonna go ahead and punish it because my Human Torch is he's on fire right now, so we don't have to worry. And yeah, just keep on baiting these L1s. I'm just gonna block them. They're building temperature right here. He goes for another one. That was a little close, but I was on the tip of my toes. I was ready. If he was trying to throw some back-to-back special shenanigans, you just got to be ready when the AI tries to do that. And yeah, first two fights went pretty well. And then here we have a long shot on node 22. You guys have seen me do this fight already, I think this is the 3rd or 4th time this season. Take this fight all the time, never died to it, never had any problems. I think this is the worst long shot fight this season. Like I said, this was like 5 days ago when I'm recording this, so it was a little while ago. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the sloppiest long shot I've ever fought here. You guys are gonna see in a bit. So at the start, just trying to build up my smolder, just tap him a couple of times. Here we actually trigger Nova Flame, which is great. Gonna get a couple of those stacking up so he can take some Power Sting damage. And so here I'm trying to get him to throw a special, and he's just not throwing it. He goes to L2. I'm like, okay, take it on the block. And then here, I don't know what happened. I just took a full combo to the face. And I was just like, oh, that's not good. And now here he's going into backup recovery, so he's going over another bar of power. And yeah, just a lot of power he was getting, taking a lot of damage, just kind of stuck against the wall. Like, all right, let's get out of the wall. Let's get a little bit of adrenaline healing, and we're okay. You know, this fight is pretty safe with Human Torch. As you can see, we took an entire combo to the face. We took 2 special 2s to our block. We're still coming out of here with over 50% HP. So yeah, I thought this L2 would kill him. It doesn't. I was like, oh, okay. Please just get me out of this fight. And then he drops. So yeah, there's section 1 done. We didn't die. A little sloppy on the long shot, but we still got him down. So feeling pretty good. Now in section 2, we have the Stealth Spider-Man. I'd go ahead and cut out half of it. Right here, you see he was immune to my special. Like, what happened there? I don't know. I could have died there, but luckily the spacing was just right so I could get my block up. But yeah, this fight, you guys have seen it a bunch of times. No need to show the whole thing. This is 2 minutes into it. Fully set up. It's a very simple fight once you get into the rhythm. And yeah, this fight is essentially over. We just need to keep spamming our special attacks, and we'll be good to go. This is path number 6 in section 2 with Rage. Yeah, just a very, very easy fight. I think I saw someone on Twitter using Doom for this, and it's just spamming heavies in the corner. Wonder if that seems better than using Sorcerer, man. Honestly, it's just kind of stressful, I find, with Sorcerer. But I mean, if it goes well, you know, you come out of here with a full yellow bar, so that's good. But yeah, after I die with Sorcerer to that Hitmonkey, just don't feel like using her. A couple of people, I saw a couple funny comments is like Omega Red's keeping her spot on the bench nice and warm. It's true. That's a good one. That's a funny comment. It's totally, it might happen. It might happen. So yeah, that fight, long one, easy one, just boring and annoying. Next up here we have a Professor X with a 6-star rank 3 with power focus or aggression prowess and power focus 2. So he's going to go to 2 bars of power quick, but then not get too much power after he's at 2 bars, which is fine. I prefer to bait out Professor X's special 2 because you can just outrange it. The thing with Professor X that you got to be worried about, so I didn't like fighting him, and then Taters just told me something. He didn't even tell me. I just saw him talking about it, and I'm like, dude, like that made this. It's just like he showed me the way. He's just like Professor X is just like Yondu, where you can only parry his medium attacks. You can't parry his light, like parry stun his light attacks. So I was like, oh, that's how it works. Okay, that makes total sense. So now I find him a lot easier to fight. I still did slip up and take a bit of a combo, but that's fine. So here he's charging, but I can go ahead and punish that because we're over 10 temperature. It's kind of weird. We don't really have to worry about falter either as long as we're above 10 temperature. It's just Professor X's AI is just so weird how like after a special he just stands there charging. Like that's just so. No other champion like does that. It's just, I don't know. I find it very weird. But yeah, moving on. We have 2 mini bosses. And then that's it. So far, so good this war. Cleared Section 1, Section 2, no deaths. Now we just got to get through Mini Island. So we got 2 Mystic Champs. Both of them are very torchable. I brought Heimdall along. Originally, I was assigned... I don't know who I was assigned. I think it was Magic for Sorceress for the next fight, Sorcerer Supreme. And I was like, I'd rather just use Torch with an Invul. So yeah, I just brought Heimdall on the team just as a bit of an extreme safety net if needed. So... here we're fighting Mojo. I've fought this Mojo on this node quite a few times. I don't think it's that good a placement. If I was to place a Mojo, I don't know where I'd even place him, which would be really good. Maybe the Footloose node, because you couldn't really torch that. Yeah, here we get hit by the Unblockable Special 1. I don't have Dex, so I was struggling to run away from it. But it's all good. You can see this dude is just absolutely getting melted, dude. Just so many Incinerates. So many Nova Flames, so many Power Stings. He's going to kill himself right there. Very easy fight. God, sorry guys, I had to sneeze. I was like, am I going to sneeze? Couldn't mute my mic in time. I don't think that was loud. So here I put on my invulnerability boost because I'm trying to save my 6-hour boost. Also put Dex back on. Just trying to make it into this fight in time. Unfortunately, the 6-hour boost that I had on for this war did expire, so I had to reboost, but it was all good. I just didn't have the energy to get to the next node. I needed a taxi. So yeah, going into this fight, I've done this fight before with Torch. I think it's extremely easy with Torch, and safer than Magic as long as you have an invulnerability boost. But looking back on this, it's kind of annoying now because I'm out of invulnerability boosts after the KenOB war. So that's not good. I'm also out of Power Star 1 boosts as well, and that's why that was one of the reasons I didn't want to use Magic here, because without a Power Star 1, just I don't know. Probably could get to a Special 2 before she got to a Special 3, but just a little scary. So I didn't want to risk it with Magic. I'm also just more comfortable with Torch as well. But yeah, at this point I'm out of Power Star 1s and I'm out of Vulnerability Boost, and there's still I think 3 wars left this season. So kind of have to get through those without any of those boosts. Hopefully they come to the loyalty store. Yeah, that's not good. But yeah, this fight, it's going very well. We can tank Special 3s, don't have to worry. She does have Unblockable Special 2. That is one thing to kind of look out for. But even if I get hit by that, that's only 2 hits, but I still have all my vulnerability boosts, so technically I'd be okay. But yeah, the Power Sting goes ahead and finishes her off there. So I didn't die this war. I'm unable to pull up the stats of this war because maintenance is currently going on when I'm recording this, but I do have this screenshot here. We did win the war, but yeah, I don't remember exactly how many deaths. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't recall. I think my BG had 1. But yeah, we just played insanely well against them, which was really cool, especially because they beat KenOB the war right before this one. So that also kind of contributed to our confidence going into the war against KenOB, knowing that we beat an alliance that beat KenOB. But unfortunately, we did end up tying KenOB. But yeah, a couple of you guys have been asking for a stat update. I just have been filling it out. I've been kind of lazy. But yeah, so here's the current stats for all the wars that you guys have seen so far. We're 55-1 after KenOB, after the tie. Like I said, this ISO8A war was right before that one. I only have one death so far, which is against the Hitmonkey with Sorcerer Supreme. 98% solo rate. Our power rating's at 68.93, so close to 69. And we are currently first in power rating for Loki, which is pretty cool. It's probably not going to stay that way to the end of the season, though, but we'll see. So yeah, 4 wars left, 3 wars upcoming, and I have 1 more recorded that'll be posting later this week. But yeah, it's going to do it for this war video, guys. Just kind of a chill one against ISO8A with Torch. I guess it wasn't chill, it was spicy, hot, I don't know. But yeah, it's going to do it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you did enjoy. Peace out.